If you've ever felt like Amazon product research takes way too long, you're not alone. Most new sellers think you need 10 plus hour soul sucking days, 3 monitors, and complicated software just to find one profitable lead per day. But what if I told you there's a way faster and simpler way I don't see anyone else talking about online? I went from 0 to 6 figures profit my first year selling name brand products on Amazon, and in this video, I'm going to break down the strategy that completely changed how I source. It's lean, it's simple, and even beginners can start using it today. And by the way, if you're serious about starting or growing your Amazon business faster in 2025 the right way, that's exactly what I help new Amazon sellers like you do inside my private coaching program. Check the link down below in the description for more information. Let's get it.
So the way most new Amazon sellers think you should do product research is completely wrong. They think you should just go to random websites and look through the clearance sections. That's called manual sourcing, and it's way too hard if you're a complete beginner. The other way I think a lot of beginners should do product sourcing is called storefront stalking, where you look inside the storefronts of other sellers. And as you do storefront stalking, you start to pick up on what brands people are making lots of money on. And what I'm going to show you guys how to do in this video, which is called leaf sourcing, which I've really only ever seen talked about online for Amazon wholesale, is actually incredibly useful for Amazon online arbitrage as well. And what leaf sourcing lets you do is it actually lets you start out on the Amazon side of things and see the best products in a specific brand using the best consumer facing algorithm literally on planet Earth, right? The Amazon search page right here. So say I'm doing storefront stalking, I'm seeing a lot of Gap products in the storefronts of other sellers here. I could go to the Gap website and see if they have a sale going on or anything like that. Or I could go ahead and just keep storefront stalking, or I could penetrate the brand really, really nicely by just using the Amazon search page data right here and literally just going on Amazon and searching Gap, for example, here. Now, I know that all the listings, obviously not the sponsored ones right here, but the listings that show up quick are already selling really well. And now all I have to do is go ahead and open them up and figure out which are profitable to go ahead and sell. And the nice thing is I already know that Gap products come from the Gap factory website off of just having experience storefront stalking for the brand. So the nice thing that you need to understand when you're a beginner is that pretty much every brand really only comes from, for the most part, one website. So once you locate what that website is, then you just need to figure out what discounts that website has to go ahead and make the numbers work on different products. And then you can literally just use leaf sourcing, the Amazon search data right here, to find the best performing listings currently in a brand. If they weren't doing well, Amazon wouldn't display them here. That way they're already vetted, they're already winning. And then all you have to do is go ahead and figure out what's profitable today. So I can see these Gap soft logo t-shirts here, 400 plus bought. We know people are making money on that here. These polos here, 46 reviews. We know people are making money on that, right? These pants, not really going to worry about $6 pants right there, right? These logo t-shirts right here, we can see 100 plus bought. We'll take a look at those as well, right? We can see these hoodies here, 100 plus bought, a bunch of sponsored listings right here as well. You want to make sure you don't worry about those. You do want to go ahead and download the SellerAmp Quick View Simplified extension. It's a new Chrome extension we have from SellerAmp that's actually completely free. It's just a separate Chrome extension that comes with your main subscription. So go ahead, you can just go to selleramp.com/QVS to get that in right there. All you need to do this stuff is SellerAmp and Keepa, guys. Right? When you see these baby tees, not going to worry about those here, right? These hoodies here, 24 right there, 50 plus bought. Love to see that as well. Right? When you see these crew necks here as well, 8 reviews right there. Some cheap stuff here too. See these guys. Yeah, look at that, 2.7K reviews. So we know people are making lots of profit on that as well right here, right? We can see these kids ones too, right there. And now we have all these listings that we already know people are making money on. And now all we have to do is figure out, okay, which variations of these products are doing best here, right? And how do I go ahead and do that? So a lot of people think that you just need to click into the different sizes here. I wouldn't recommend it at all. You want to get good at using SellerAmp and Keepa here. I have full tutorials on both of them on my channel that are really, really good. But the variations tab here on Keepa is how you go ahead and do that. So all I need to do, guys, is go here and hit variations right here. And then you do want to take a sec to organize your columns correctly when you first get Keepa. So I'd recommend just matching mine. A lot of people have that wrong here, but we can go ahead and see now which variations have good offer count movement, have listings that have lots of activity, that have people selling, that have people restocking, even no sellers at a certain point here. When it goes to 0, it means there's no sellers on a specific listing here. But we want to take a look at listings so we can see other people making money on. That's what All-In Arbitrage is built on. That's why we do leaf sourcing in the first place for brands that you find storefront stalking that you want to dig into further, right? So for example, if you're watching this today, I'd recommend going and doing that for Stafford as well, because Stafford's on sale too, which only comes from JCPenney's. It's also an auto and gate here. So for example, this has good offer count movement. Let's go ahead and take a look at these right here. So let's see. $35 right here. So in order to be profitable, we typically have to find it for about half or less of what we can sell it for on Amazon. So we can see it makes perfect sense here. Max cost is 17 right there. So now I just go ahead and hit the Google button on SellerAmp and figure out, okay, where are these items actually carried here? So let's see. I don't really see anything that matches those specifically right there. So not going to worry about those here. Right, we can take a look at these as well too. This looks promising here. This is a good pro tip here. I can see Amazon's actually on this listing, but there's sellers that aren't Amazon catching buy box. And I can see the offer counts moving. So the bottom Keepa chart has activity here. So I know people are making money on this. And that's a huge mistake I see beginners make is they automatically avoid stuff Amazon's on. Don't do that. If you can see other people getting buy box, if you can see the bottom Keepa chart has activity, that's something that can still totally make sense to test. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to go here and hit variations, right? And I can see, okay, that looks pretty promising there. It's like 45 in the buy box right here. It's got good offer count movement, right? So now we go ahead and take a look at this, guys, so we can see, yeah, so it looked like buy box spiking up there. Yeah, so it looks like it's totally on the uptrend. So people getting buy box like 40, even 45 here. So we can see clear uptrend, competition going down, price going up here, right? Past week or so, we're starting to see some really high buy box share there here. So I'm not pricing at 35 right here. I can see people are getting buy box way higher. It looks like there's some undercutting that shouldn't be happening right there. But buy box going up at like 40, 45 here. It's pretty promising here. Right now, I'm just going to go ahead and Google and see, hey, okay, what websites carry this here? Right, and we can see, yeah, boom. So take a look. So we're here at 30. So 30 over on Gap Factory. Remember how I said pretty much every brand only comes from one website here, right? So we can see at 30 right here, right? That's not good, right? But then you have to remember, you guys always hear me say, you don't find items good, you make items good, right? So if I scroll down here, I can see that on the Gap Factory site, there's actually a 20% email signup code. So now I know that I can take off 20% from this right here, right? And I can go ahead and use that again and again, just using new emails, for example, or just putting the period trick. So if I go ahead and do flipsformiles@gmail.com here, if I just put a period in the middle each time, it considers it a new email right there. So that's a really, really good trick to use those again and again here. So I know that Gap has this 20% email signup code, but I also know that there's good discounted gift cards on Gap. So that's the extra mile. And you need to figure out if there's email signup codes, if a retailer takes tax exempt, and if a retailer has good discounted gift cards. This is really just what I give my coaching guys from day one to make it easy for them right here. But I can see, yeah, gift card savings here, 17%, 15% here. So I can get mega savings here and create a lot more winning products here. So if I plug in that, now I can see $9 profit, 45% ROI. And even if it goes back down to where it was for a little while, like 37 here, right? FBM, I know I could price higher in that FBA, taking advantage of what's called the prime bump here. My worst case scenario here is making like $5 profit historically the last month or so, looking at where the buy box has historically been going, and it's totally on their uptrend right now. So is this a perfect lead? Not the greatest here, but it's not bad whatsoever when you're a beginner. And so many new sellers are struggling to find profitable products. And this is how you go ahead and do it. And I can go ahead and take a look down here at the variations too and find other ones as well too that have good offer count movement. Yeah, 39 here really consistently. So this other side is actually better here, right? 39 consistently. We can pick these up for like, I believe it was like 19 or so. Right there here, right? So we can see it's actually only 20% ROI. Buy box going higher at all right here. We can see 100% the case. Yeah, 47 right here and everything. So at 47, where the buy box historically been going, it's not bad whatsoever here. And that's the name of the game, guys. So we can see the historical price. We don't just have to go to that recent low price that went down. We can price where it's consistently been going over time, make some good profit there. So next listing here, right? We'll take a look at these, hop down here to the variations tab, say, hey, what are other folks making money on here? What can we go ahead and take a look at right here as well, right? So we can see, yeah, those are really like blocky. So I'm not going to worry about those guys right here. Right, we'll take a look at these guys as well. Hop down to variations here, say, hey, what variations people making money on here? Right, we can see, yeah, looks like those spiking up there. Not going to worry about those here. Let's see if people grabbing buy box at all higher here. Wow, yeah, 34 there, past month or so. So we can see, yeah, take a look at these here. So these yeah, there we go, like 34 here. So that looks pretty promising here. So 34, go ahead and plug these in right here, right? Kids Gap logo hoodie here. Yeah, 24. Looks a little expensive here, but these guys here, Kids logo here, Yeah, 1997. Okay, so these are out of stock here. This is totally good. It's just out of stock here. And the nice thing is we can take a look at these, take off 20%, take off our gift cards right there. You can use these listings to storefront stock to go ahead and start to test out other brands. And then when you find a brand that you know the retailer makes money, you know where it comes from, you know what discounts required to make it good, you can go ahead and employ this exact same strategy, lead sourcing, to go ahead and find more stuff from here. So if we take a look here, variations here, let's see, yeah, 42. Right there. So yeah, 43 guys on these guys here. Let's see, 43 in the buy box right there, which you want to go ahead and plug this in on Google here. We can see, boom, right there. Zip hoodies right here. So 25, right? Take a look at that. So 25 here, right? Take off 20% email sign-up code, take off those discounted gift card right there. And that's not bad whatsoever, guys. We can see $10 profit, 60% ROI, price totally trending up in the right direction. Worst case scenario, we can take advantage of those like $34 price points, $40 price points FBA there, which is not the end of the world right there as well. We can see, boom, historically, not bad whatsoever here, guys. And all these listings have competition trending down, price trending up here, and Memorial Day is coming, which is going to mean there's going to be more deals coming up too. Same with Father's Day, same with 4th of July here. So identified Gap was good via storefront stalking, and now I'm going deep in it by taking a look at leaf sourcing. You literally go keep running this play here on these different variations to find more stuff from here, because the cool thing is you already know where these products come from, and you learn that just by Googling. And then once you learn the specific discount for a specific retailer, it becomes significantly easier. Guys, don't worry about manual sourcing. Just focus on storefront stalking, and then eventually leaf sourcing. Once you find a brand that you see is really validated, you know where it's come from, going to make things way easier. If you guys want personalized one-on-one help directly from me, you just want to be plugged in on the specific discounts for the specific brands from day one, so you can go ahead and do leaf sourcing right away. Take a look at the link in the description for my coaching program application. Let me know any questions down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much for watching.